Hi, I'm Tosh Lupoy, defensive line coach and run game coordinator for the University of Washington Huskies. I hope you enjoy what you're about to see here. We're mainly going to go into defeating the run and what we call base mode here, being able to strike for leverage and control of a blocker, getting rid of that blocker, and advancing to go make a play. Go Dogs.
So here we're focusing on finishing, great fanatical finish. Amazing energy even within our drills here, okay? So that's the focus of why not involve that in all your drills just as you want it to be seen on your game day tape, okay, in your practice film. So right off the bat, we'll get to the necessities and the nitty-gritty of these drills, but what I want you to focus on is how we're finishing here, okay? And why not, instead of walk to the end of the line, pop up like you would as if you got cut down on the ground or getting off of a blocker and get to the ball carrier, okay? So demanding that type of finish on every drill we do. You can set up cones, other coaches, whatever it be, okay? Here's an example of just one-on-one pass rush, right? Same thing, okay? Why not, when we're done, working away, raking the quarterback out here, sprint, and it just becomes part of your DNA from everything you're doing out there of great no-low finish. We call it no loafs. We grade it in practice. We grade it in games. We celebrate great clips of it, and we demand it out of every guy, whether it's a drill, pass rush, whatever it be. Okay, keeping them accountable. Finish, okay? Along with that, simple pursuit drill. You've seen it a million times probably, but again, a starter drill. Maybe it could be conditioning at the end of your practice. That why not build in a mental component as well where we're executing a call and then just sprinting. Coaches involved, you'll see sprinting with them, challenging them, just constant encouragement to swarm to the ball here. And again, just that note-low finish. All right, here's a practice clip here. We can always see it in games, obviously, but we want to see it in our practice film because that's the only way it shows up in games. So you can see the D-line here. We got a screenplay, not sitting and watching or trying to go for the quarterback and then letting everybody else make the play, but literally sprinting, 320-pound players sprinting all the way through to finish it. See here from the back angle, number 71 putting his foot in the ground, going. Number 93 racing all the way to. Okay? Another example, screen again. Okay, we got a DN that penetrated and he's sprinting his butt off all the way there, finishing it. Boom, because that could be the difference right there. When he knocks that ball out, it may be the difference of the game. Starts in drill work, one-on-ones, goes to team. Then, of course, showing up on game day here. Ball's out, defensive end, screaming across the field. He's practiced proper angles because he's done it every day in team. And then it shows up right here. Boom. Ball's out, scoop and score. Could be the difference of the game, guys. One time from the back end, 11, showing as a 3 technique in here. Slanting inside, ball's out. Never think a D-line may make a difference in this situation. Of course he can. He's sprinting his butt off because he practices like it every day. Ball's out. We're celebrating in the end zone. Should be no loafing to the end zone as well. Finish. So we can have countless examples here of our drills showing up in team. Number 22 coming from the opposite edge. Bam, knocks the ball out. Ball out. Okay, it's got to be encouraged every day. The guy's got to be held accountable. It all starts with your drill work and your great finish, okay? Tons of examples over and over of this stuff happening. Okay, working to our next drill here. We call this DSPC, and those are simply the initials for draw, screen, pass, cuts, okay? 4 standard looks that I'm confident you're going to get within every single game. Draw, screen, pass, cuts. So you're going to take a look, couple shots here of the looks here, okay? On the right side, you got a cut look, all right? And then we got a screen look on the left side here. So how are we drilling to prepare ourselves here for team and, of course, games? Want to get a great look, okay, of showing the cut, getting used to that. We're going to jump up versus the cuts, okay? O-line flash, snap down, okay, and then we tap off at the end. Okay, and then of course showing up in game film here. Okay, we got the screen. Boom. You can see the left 3 technique already anchoring there. He's feeling like a D block there, a draw. Putting his foot, his O lineman left him, so now he's retracing and following his blocker. Screen it is. Same thing, now we got our cuts, guys. Flash, go down, right? Are we prepared for this? Hands to our blocker, should be jumping right now. Ball's out quick. Had a chance for a tip ball there. Okay, mainly for the interior guys, but again, seeing the 3 technique here on the defensive left side, feeling that block out, he's an extra runner right to the ball there. Left 3 technique, they actually get him. They throw him on by. He already know what's happening. He's not going to stare at the quarterback. He's already sprinting back to where his blocker is. Boom, got a chance to get a hit on the guy. Okay. All right, next drill here. We call it base mode. We're talking about defeating the run here. Okay, so it all starts with our eyes. Where are our eyes located? All right, if I'm shaded, my eyes are going to be on the tip of the shoulder of the blocker. If I'm head up, my eyes will be at the V of the neck. Our alignment, okay? Where are we best suited to play all the blocks? Not one block, okay, but to play all the blocks. For an example, if I'm a 3 technique, we call it hand to arch alignment, where I'm putting my hand on his arch, the outside foot arch, the inside of his outside foot, the arch of his foot there, okay? Now I'm best suited to play all the blocks, okay? If I'm in a loose 3 technique and my hand is on his 5th metatarsal of his foot on the outside portion, well, I'm great for the reach, but not so for the scoop, for the slip, for the blocks going away from him, from the down block, right? So the alignment is critical. Hands, hips, then feet. We're shooting our hands first. If we're in a shaded alignment, we're going to the middle torso of the offensive lineman, and our outside hand is shooting to the bicep of the blocker. Okay? Our hips are coming, following our hands, and our last thing moving out of our stance is our feet. Thumbs up, elbows in, sternum to bicep again, and what we call dog claw. We're violently grabbing the blocker. Okay? So, defeating our blocker through base mode, we start off with our rapids here. Okay, and our rapids, we're simply, you notice how we've created a mechanism here, an elastic handcuffs over the elbows to have nice tight elbows. We're going hand to ground, rapid fire, and then again, jumping up, finishing. Okay? Couple different ways here of working our rapids. Hand to ground, hand to ground, hand to ground, hand to ground. And finish. Okay? Hands and hips. Hands and hips. Okay? Coming out. Thumbs up, elbows inside. Violently striking. Hands and hips exploding outward. That's the angle we want. A few different ways to get to it here. Thumbs up, elbows inside, striking out. Seeing our nose here, head up position, hands and hips, rolling out of his hips here, striking an immediate knockback. Once again, getting your drills and putting them into team, having your team carry on to game day here. See it one more time out of the nose position. Coming out of our hips. You can see immediate knockback, whap, striking back there. Okay, good. Moving on here. Next drill. Working on our escapes here. We're going to work on lock, peek, and shedding. It's just all a progression here, fellas, going from our explosions, our rapids, taking the next step here of coming out of our hands and hips, striking, peeking, shedding. Okay, we want to lock, peek, shed. And at the end there, we've incorporated a way to practice tackling here. Of tackling the bag here, a moving bag, a moving object, wrapping low. Lock, peek, shed. One more time here. Lock, peek, shed. Would like us to get better elbows there, tight elbows and immediate lockout. Hands and hips, last thing that move is our feet. Strike out, peek, shed. Lock, peek, shed. Okay, practicing under the chutes there again, of course. Always focusing on low pad level. Now we're getting a reach look with a partner. Lock it, peek it, shed it. Make the play. Get your head across, man. Lock it, peek it, shed. Bite the ball. Okay, here we go. We got escapes, all right? Working lock, peek, and cross shed now. Lock, peek, and cross shed, all right? Our other form of escape. Locking it out, peeking, now cross shedding. Locking it, peeking it, cross shedding. Want to lock this, peek, and cross shed. So an element here of I've defeated my man, I've played my real estate, I've gotten knocked back, now I'm going to do even more and practice great tackling mechanics. One more time, locking, get to a peek, then shed. Looking at our nose position here, lock it, peek, cross shed, making the play. Lock, peek, cross shed. All right, appreciate your time. It's an honor to be doing this here, and hopefully if you get one thing that's going to make your group or yourself better, then it's all worth it. So thank you for your time, and hope to hear from you soon someday. Go Dogs.